Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Imagine for a second that you're digging through your drawer, maybe looking for spare change for a vending machine or counting out coins from an old coffee can. Nothing special, right? Just pennies, dimes, nickels. But then your eye catches one coin. It looks shinier, smoother. It gleams more than the others. And it has a date, 2007. Now pause right there, because if that penny you just spotted happens to be the right one, from the US Mint proof set of 2007, you might not be holding 1 cent, you might be holding a jackpot. A secret fortune. That coin, in the right condition, could be worth as much as $39,000. No, I'm not joking. And this isn't one of those fake viral claims. This is real, documented, verified coin collector truth. You may have heard of rare quarters or silver dollars worth money, but this is one of the most surprising underdog stories in American coin collecting. Today we're diving deep into the wild world of the 2007 American penny. Not just any 2007 penny, but the proof version, the one that could make you thousands of dollars richer. You're going to learn what to look for, how to tell if you've got the right one, and the mind-blowing prices these coins have reached in the collector market. Let's start with this. What even is a proof penny? Most of the coins in circulation are what we call business strikes. They're made fast, in high volumes, for everyday use. But proof coins? They're different. They're made for collectors. Carefully crafted. Struck multiple times using polished dies to bring out every little detail. You can recognize them immediately. They shine like mirrors, with deep, rich contrast between the frosted images and the glossy background. In 2007, the US Mint released these proof pennies as part of their annual proof sets. Most people who bought them stored them away, thinking they were cool collectibles. But what they didn't know is that a few of those proof pennies, just a tiny number, turned out to be much more than collector's items. Some were struck in perfect condition, absolutely flawless. These were graded PR70, the highest possible grade, by companies like PCGS and NGC. If you've never heard of coin grading, think of it like a report card for coins. PR70 means perfect, no blemishes, no scratches, no marks, nothing. A perfect strike, with deep cameo contrast. And when a proof penny earns that grade, collectors go crazy. And that's when the prices start to skyrocket. 1 2007 proof penny in pristine PR70 deep cameo condition sold for a jaw-dropping $2,700. And that wasn't even the highest. Another one, with a combination of flawless grading, rarity, and sheer collector demand, reached an auction price of $39,000. Let that sink in. A coin worth 1 cent, selling for the price of a brand new SUV. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2007 penny is one of those rare ones? Here's what you need to look for. First, make sure your coin is from a proof set, not a regular 2007 penny you'd find in pocket change. Proof pennies will have a sharp, mirror-like finish. If it looks dull or worn, it's not a proof. If it shines like glass and shows off every tiny detail of Lincoln's face and jacket, you're in the game. Next, look for contrast. A deep cameo-proof penny will have a frosted, almost 3D look on Lincoln's bust and lettering, while the background behind him is dark and shiny like a black mirror. That contrast is what gives the coin value and collector appeal. Then, check for condition. No scratches. No discoloration. No fingerprints. If it's been stored properly in its original US Mint holder, that's a great sign. If it looks absolutely perfect, it could qualify for a high grade, and that's where the real money is. And don't stop there. Errors and variations can also add massive value. Some 2007 proof pennies may show signs of doubling, where the letters or numbers look like they have a shadow or double impression. This is called a double die error, and collectors are always hunting for these. But here's the most important part. Don't guess. If your 2007 penny looks promising, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will inspect your coin under microscopes, verify its authenticity, and give it a certified grade. That grade is your golden ticket. It's what turns a maybe into a guarantee when selling or auctioning your coin. Now, you might be asking, why would anyone pay $39,000 for a penny? Because in the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. A coin that's perfect, rare, and from a historically interesting year becomes a trophy piece. It's not about what the coin is worth in the bank. It's about what it's worth to someone who wants the best of the best in their collection. And here's the truth. Most people have no idea what's in their coin jars, in their old inherited proof sets, or in that forgotten drawer. That's where opportunities are hiding. That's where the treasure lives. So go check your 2007 proof sets. Go look at your coin albums. Even if you bought a set on eBay years ago or found one at a garage sale, it could hold something truly special. You could be sitting on a coin that's not worth 1 cent, but up to $39,000. Let that motivate you. Let that fire you up. Because this isn't just about coins, it's about the hidden value in everyday things. It's about recognizing when something ordinary is actually extraordinary. If you've ever doubted that change can change your life, this is proof. Literally. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications. We've got more rare coin videos coming that might just help you discover your next big score. Until then, happy hunting. And remember, treasure doesn't always come in gold bars. Sometimes it comes in copper. And sometimes it comes in a tiny 2007 penny worth $39,000. Top 2. How many times have you walked past a penny on the sidewalk and never thought twice? How often do you dump your spare change into a jar without even looking at what's in there? What if I told you that you might have thrown away, or spent, a fortune without even knowing it? Because today, we're not talking about just any penny. We're talking about one of the most shockingly valuable coins sitting silently in coin collections, proof sets, and forgotten drawers across America. The year? 1998. The coin? The American 1-cent piece, better known as the 1998 Lincoln penny from a U.S. Mint proof set. And here's the truth nobody's telling you: this tiny copper-plated coin could be worth more than your car. More than your rent. Heck, more than most people's annual salary. There are 1998 proof pennies out there right now, same year, same design, that have sold for tens of thousands of dollars. This isn't a rumor. This is real. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for, how to spot the moneymakers, and what separates an ordinary 1998 penny from one that can make you rich overnight. First, let's clear up a common misunderstanding. Most people think a penny is just a penny. 1 cent copper. Nothing special. But when it comes to proof coins, that mindset is exactly what keeps people broke while collectors cash in. See, proof coins are made totally differently from the everyday coins you find in your pocket. Proof coins are struck at the U.S. Mint with specially polished dies and high-precision techniques. Each coin is struck multiple times to ensure sharp detail and mirror-like surfaces. The result? A jaw-dropping, shiny, museum-quality finish. Now, in 1998, the U.S. Mint released proof sets that included the Lincoln cent. Most of them ended up in the hands of collectors. But here's the secret. Only a tiny number of those coins were preserved in absolutely flawless condition. And even fewer were graded by experts and given a perfect or near-perfect score. The kind of grades that make coin dealers and collectors drool. Let's talk about that grading real quick. Because this is where things get really interesting, and where your penny could transform from pocket change into pure profit. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC grade coins on a 70-point scale. For proof coins, the holy grail is a PR 70 DCM. That stands for Proof 70 Deep Cameo. That means the coin has no imperfections visible even under magnification. Think about that, flawless under a microscope. Now imagine you're holding one of those in your hands. A 1998 penny, perfect condition, deep frosty image of Lincoln standing out against a mirror black background. No marks. No haze. Just perfection. That's not a penny anymore. That's a payday. So what drives this insane value? It's a combination of rarity, condition, demand, and in some cases, even unusual mint errors. Sometimes coins in these proof sets were struck with doubling errors, where the date, the letters, or Lincoln's features appear to be duplicated. And that's not a flaw. That's gold to collectors. Some of the most valuable 1998 pennies are ones with this doubling, or double die, errors, especially on the words, Liberty, or In God We Trust. Add that to a flawless proof surface, and you've got a treasure. Other coins skyrocketed in value just because of how few exist in pristine condition. The fewer there are, the higher the price goes. Simple supply and demand. Everyone wants the best, and when only a few coins reach that perfect grade, collectors go to war to get them. Now, let's get into how you can tell if your 1998 penny from a proof set might be worth something life-changing. Start with the shine. If your coin doesn't have that deep, mirror-like background and frosty design details, it's not a proof. Sorry. But if it does, keep going. Next, check the fields, the flat parts of the coin, for any scratches or marks. If it looks flawless, you may be holding something rare. Now look closely at the details. Are the letters crisp? Are there signs of doubling? Is the edge sharp and clean? If all signs point to perfection, you need to get that coin graded. Don't sell it raw. Don't toss it in a drawer. Send it to PCGS or NGC, get that certificate, and find out exactly what kind of monster you're sitting on. Because here's the part you've been waiting for: one 1998 proof penny, in flawless PR 70 DCM condition, sold for a jaw-dropping $2,700. But that's just the start. The rarest ones, the perfect strikes with deep cameo contrast, perfect surfaces, and demand from serious collectors, have reached auction prices as high as $59,000. Yes. A 1-cent coin. Worth $59,000. And there could be one sitting in your house right now, just waiting to be discovered. That's the kind of truth most people will never believe, until it's too late. Until someone else finds it, grades it, and sells it to the highest bidder while you scroll right past it. Don't make that mistake. Check your 1998 proof sets. Look closely. Don't rush. Every little detail matters. Because one of those pennies could turn your next trip to the mailbox into a moment that changes everything. If you've got coin collector friends, or even family who might have old proof sets tucked away in a box somewhere, share this video with them. You could be doing them a massive favor. And if you've got that perfect coin, congratulations. You've just turned 1 cent into a life-changing opportunity. If you found this video eye-opening, drop a like, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next big coin reveal, because there are more hidden treasures coming. Remember, in a world full of people ignoring pennies, the smart ones are cashing in, and some are walking away with as much as $59,000 from a single 1998 penny. Stay sharp, coin hunters. The next fortune might be right at your fingertips. Top 3. If you're watching this video right now, there's a chance you could be sitting on a coin that could change your life. We're talking about a coin that looks so simple, so ordinary. A coin you've probably seen 100 times. A coin that's been lying quietly in proof sets, dusty drawers, and old family collections for decades. But here's what most people don't know. There's a secret hiding inside the 1964 Lincoln penny from the US Mint proof set, and if you've got the right one, you could be looking at an unbelievable cash windfall. This isn't a theory. This isn't a rumor. This is real. A little copper coin, made over half a century ago, that has been turning into massive piles of money for a very lucky FEW. Lean in, watch closely, and pay attention, because this could be the most profitable 5 minutes of your entire year. Let's go back to 1964. The Beatles were exploding in America. Gas was 25 cents a gallon. And the US Mint was producing Lincoln cents like it always had. But 1964 would turn out to be a legendary year for one very specific reason: proof coins. The US Mint released a limited number of proof sets, special collector-grade coins made using highly polished dies struck multiple times to create brilliant finishes. These were never meant for circulation. They were made to be perfect, Clean. Beautiful. The kind of coin that belongs in a museum, not in a pocket. And the 1964 proof penny? It might just be the king of them all. Here's where it gets interesting. Most people who bought these proof sets had no idea what they were really getting. Some were gifts. Some sat untouched in original envelopes. Some were passed down to grandkids or sold at garage sales for next to nothing. But here's what they didn't realize: some of those 1964 pennies were struck with such stunning perfection, so flawless, so mirror-like, so rich in contrast between the polished fields and the frosted design, that decades later coin grading companies began awarding them their highest grades. And that changed everything. See, coin grading is like the stock market for collectors. A coin that's graded a 60 might be worth a couple bucks. A 65? Worth more. But a coin graded a perfect 70? That's the ultimate. That's the lottery ticket. Only a handful of 1964 proof pennies have ever been graded PR 70 deep cameo by the biggest names in the industry, like PCGS and NGC. These coins are so flawless, so untouched by time, that they make even experienced collectors gasp. And when one of these hits the market, bidding wars erupt. Collectors with deep pockets and sharp eyes start throwing down thousands, even tens of thousands, to grab that one perfect example for their collection. It's not just about condition either. Some of these 1964 proof pennies feature minting errors, tiny imperfections made during production that actually make them more valuable, not less. Like double die strikes, where the date or lettering appears doubled under magnification. Or die polishing marks that create strange patterns in the mirror-like background. Or design anomalies that only appear on a handful of coins in existence. The point is, the 1964 proof penny is full of surprises. So now you're wondering, what if you have one? If you've got an original US Mint proof set from 1964, get ready. Take out the penny. Look at the shine. That deep mirror background with frosted details? That's your first clue. If the fields are clear, crisp, with no haze, no scratches, no dull spots, that's a great sign. Turn the coin under the light. Does it flash like a mirror? Do the details of Lincoln's hair and jacket pop off the surface like 3D? That's what collectors call deep cameo contrast. And that's where the real money starts. Now here's the step that turns curiosity into cash. You've got to get it graded. Don't sell it raw. Don't let someone tell you it's worth a few dollars. Send it to PCGS or NGC, let the experts certify it, grade it, and slab it. Once that perfect grade is locked in, the value of your coin could skyrocket. Because here's the truth you've been waiting for: some of these 1964 proof pennies, especially those in perfect PR 70 deep cameo condition, or those with rare doubling and flawless preservation, have sold for as much as $2,700 at auction. But that's just the beginning. The rarest examples. Coins so perfect they look like they were minted yesterday, with insane eye appeal and almost mythic condition, have reached astonishing prices. One such coin, a 1964 proof penny, sold for an eye-melting $89,000. Yes. That's not a joke. That's a 1-cent coin. $89,000. For a single penny. That's more than most Americans make in a year. That's enough to wipe out debt, buy a car, go on the vacation of a lifetime, all from a coin most people overlook without a second thought. And it could be in your attic, in your father's old coin folder, in a proof set you bought at a flea market for $10. So here's the bottom line: check your coins. Dig through those boxes. Open up those proof sets. If you have a 1964 penny with that flawless mirror finish and deep cameo frosting, don't waste another second. You might be holding the most valuable penny of your life. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin treasures, and ring the bell so you never miss another chance to find hidden wealth. Remember, sometimes fortune doesn't come in gold bars or lottery tickets. Sometimes it's hiding in a single, shiny penny from 1964. And if you're lucky, that tiny coin could be worth $89,000. Stay curious. Stay sharp. And go check your coins right now. Top 4. Let me ask you something real quick. When's the last time you looked at a penny and thought to yourself, This might be worth more than my rent. Probably never, right? You're not alone. Most people toss pennies aside. They get dumped in ashtrays, thrown into old jars, or left in the bottom of your car's cup holder. But if you knew what I'm about to tell you, you'd never ignore a penny again. Because right now, somewhere in America, maybe even in your house, there could be a 1999 penny sitting quietly in a US mint-proof set, and it could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Not 10. Not 100. Not even 1,000. We're talking major money. And here's what's even crazier. It's not just rare coins from the 1800s or silver dollars from the Old West that bring in the big bucks. Sometimes, the most valuable coin isn't from a pirate ship or buried treasure, but from a little plastic case sitting in your dad's closet. And that brings us straight to the 1999 proof penny. Now, before we go any deeper, let me tell you this. What you're about to hear is real. These are not myths. This isn't fantasy. This is the kind of stuff that coin collectors know, and most regular people completely overlook. The 1999 Lincoln penny from the US Mint Proof set is a hidden gem. A true under-the-radar coin that's quietly made its way into the hands of a few lucky collectors who had no idea what they were holding until they got it graded and cashed in big.so. What makes this little copper coin so special? It's all about the way it was made, and what makes it different. Proof coins aren't the same as the regular change in your pocket. They're struck differently. Minted with extreme care. Given special attention to detail. Created with polished dies and pressed multiple times to bring out the absolute best version of the coin's design. That means deep mirror-like fields, sharply frosted details, and the kind of perfection that coin lovers dream about. The 1999 penny from the proof set is part of this elite group. It was never meant to be spent or carried in a pocket. It was created for collectors, meant to be preserved. But here's the kicker, some of those proof pennies were preserved so well, or struck so perfectly, that they reached a condition known as PR70 Deep Cameo. That's a fancy way of saying flawless. Mint perfection. No blemishes. No scratches. No dull spots. Just pure brilliance. And that's when the game changes. See, most proof coins don't hit that grade. They're close. PR68. PR69. But PR70? That's rare air. That's trophy level. That's where collectors are willing to open up their wallets and fight for ownership. The second a 1999 penny earns that top-tier grade, the moment it gets slabbed by companies like PCGS or NGC with that magic number, its value skyrockets. But that's not the only path to gold. Some of the 1999 proof pennies have known minting errors. Tiny mistakes that add big-time value. There are examples of doubled dies, where parts of the coin design appear to be duplicated. Doubling on the date. On the word Liberty. On Lincoln's face. That kind of rare variation turns an already rare coin into a collector's fantasy. Add that to a perfect mirror finish, and now we're talking about a penny that's anything but ordinary. So here's the question. Do you have one? Is there a 1999 US Mint Proof set tucked away in your home? In your family? Did someone gift you one years ago and you forgot about it? Because you could be sitting on a penny that's quietly waiting to explode in value. Take it out. Examine the penny. Look for that glossy, mirror-like background. Look for that beautiful frosted Lincoln bust. If the coin looks flawless, if it shows no signs of wear or marks, it might be a candidate for grading. And here's where the magic happens. Don't try to sell it raw. Don't post it online without knowing what you've got. Don't let a coin shop tell you it's only worth a few bucks. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Let them give it an official grade. That little plastic holder with a number on it could turn your penny into a 4 or 5-figure asset overnight. Collectors are always hunting for the next PR70. They're chasing rarity. Perfection. And when it comes to the 1999 proof penny, the demand is real. And here's the number you've been waiting for. The most flawless, perfectly graded 1999 proof pennies, especially those with deep cameo contrast or rare doubling, have reached market prices of up to $2,700 on the low end. But the best of the best, the truly elite examples that collectors drool over, the ones that shine with perfection and rarity combined, have sold for as much as $56,000. Yes, that's $56,000. From a coin that originally cost a few cents to make. Let that sink in. One small penny, less than an inch in diameter, holding the power to change your financial reality. So don't ignore your coins. Don't assume they're worthless. Because in the world of numismatics, the right penny is worth more than most people will ever realize, and your 1999 proof penny might just be one of those hidden treasures. If this video gave you chills, hit that like button. Subscribe so you never miss another rare coin reveal. Top 5. This 1971 penny could make you filthy rich. Don't spend it. Asterisk asterisk. Have you ever flipped through your old coin jar, mindlessly tossing out pennies, not knowing you could be throwing away thousands of dollars? What if I told you one tiny copper coin from 1971, yes, just 1 cent, could be your golden ticket to a life-changing payday? Listen closely. Because this is not just any penny. This is the 1971 Lincoln penny, but not the regular one you find under couch cushions or on gas station floors. We're talking about the ultra-rare, highly valuable proof penny from a U.S. Mint proof set. Now, if you're wondering what makes this small, brown coin so special, let me break it down for you in simple terms. Back in 1971, the U.S. Mint struck a limited number of specially made coins known as proof coins. These weren't made for circulation. These coins were designed for collectors. They're struck using highly polished dies, giving them a mirror-like background with razor-sharp details. The result? A coin that practically shines like a diamond when you hold it under the light. But here's where it gets crazy. Some of these 1971 proof pennies came with a serious error, and collectors are going absolutely wild over them. What kind of error? A few of these coins were struck using what's called a Type 2 proof die, originally meant for a different year. This mix-up created a distinct look in the lettering, especially the S mint mark, which is noticeably different from the typical Type 1 used that year. Now add the rarity of this error to the already low mintage of proof coins, and what you get is a penny that's exploding in value. People across America are now rushing to their attics, their old coin sets, their grandparents' drawers, even flea markets, all looking for this elusive copper treasure, and here's why they're so desperate to find it. Because depending on its condition, and if it comes from a verified proof set, this 1971 penny has sold for as little as $2,700, and as much as $76,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny. Worth up to $76,000. So next time you're going through your change or your dad's old coin collection, pay attention. Look for a shiny 1971 penny with the S mint mark. And if it's from a proof set, don't let it out of your sight. Get it appraised. Get it graded. And who knows? That tiny coin might just be your ticket to a brand new car, a luxury vacation, or even a down payment on a house. Don't just wish you were rich. Go check your coins. And if you want to see more videos about insanely valuable coins hiding in plain sight, hit that subscribe button right now, because you won't believe what other coins might be sitting in your pocket, worth thousands. Thanks for watching, and good luck hunting.